Did you know that one of the most important memories in Masicka's career wasn't even a hit song? It was an experiment. The year is 2013, and Masicka is one of Jamaica's most promising young lyricists, but his audience is still largely local. Across the Atlantic, however, Europe has a deep love for reggae and dub music, but very few people know who Masicka is. That's when the minds at Equiknoxx Music came up with a bold idea. What if they could use Jamaica's musical past to introduce the future of dancehall? But instead of following the fast-paced dancehall trends dominating the island, producers Gavin Blair and Jordan Chung wanted to build a bridge between generations. They needed someone with elite lyricism, effortless breath control, and the versatility to ride stripped-back dub rhythms without losing intensity. There is only one artist they believe could do it: Masicka. Working out of the Equiknoxx studio during his early years, he had already built a reputation for razor sharp storytelling and relentless delivery. They knew he wasn't just capable of carrying the concept, he could bring it to life. So they reached into Jamaica's musical archives and selected 7 legendary dub recordings engineered by the great King Tubby and produced by Bunny Lee. But instead of modernizing them beyond recognition, they preserved the spacious echoes and the raw atmosphere that made those recordings legendary. Then they put Masicka in the booth. No overproduction, no distractions. Just a microphone, timeless dub instrumentals, and one of Jamaica's most gifted young lyricists weaving together written verses and spontaneous freestyles. The result was the Equiknoxx Introduces Masicka to King Tubby, an EP that felt less like a polished studio album and more like you were standing in the room witnessing history happen. But here's where this story becomes very fascinating. So, this EP wasn't created to impress Jamaican listeners, this was created with Europe in mind. By 2013, traditional dub had faded from mainstream dancehall in Jamaica, but in countries like Poland, reggae and sound system culture were still thriving. So Equiknoxx and Hemp Productions recognized an opportunity. They intentionally packaged this project as a gateway, something that would resonate with European promoters while showcasing Masicka's modern style. And it worked. The EP created enough international buzz to help secure Masicka's booking for One Love Soundfest in Poland, his very first international performance. Imagine that moment, a young artist thousands of miles from home, stepping onto one of Europe's biggest reggae and dancehall stages. Different language, different culture. Yet, when he performed Karma, the crowd responded as if they'd known him for years. That performance proved something no statistic ever could. Authenticity travels. After Poland, the journey continued into Switzerland, where Masicka embarked on a media run, recorded exclusive dub plates, and filmed the now iconic 10 Minutes with Masicka freestyle, a raw display of lyrical brilliance that further cemented his reputation overseas. Looking back at that moment now, that wasn't simply the story of Masicka's first trip to Europe. It was the story of a carefully crafted experiment, an experiment that fused Jamaica's musical heritage with the sound of a new generation and opened the first international door for Masicka. So today when we see Masicka headlining stages across the world, preparing to release Forever Rain, which drops on August 14th, and taking over the legendary Barclays Center on August 15th, it is so easy to celebrate his success. Because long before the sold out shows, the global recognition, and the milestones, there was a young artist who trusted the vision, embraced the journey, and proved that his gift could travel beyond Jamaica. That artist was Masicka, and the rest is history. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and engage with the content. The rain continues tomorrow. So until my next video, blessings.
Hold on, me never afraid when me walk this road. Pistol pa me waist and me khaki suit. Bun Babylon inna the start, me shoot me the song for the thugs so them want.